Alright, welcome to Dummynation, where today we are gonna play as the Philippines. I usually play... Now, the Philippines does not start with an army. They start with a lot of reservists, but they don't start specifically with an army. So this forces us to play a little bit differently. At the start. Let me just move my slides to the right spot. Okay, that's close enough. Let's do 0, 10, 0, 15. Let's do max social. And then let's roll, I guess. I'll do 0, 0 actually for the Democratic Solidarity benefit. 0, 29.8. In the meantime, we gotta look for alliances. It's probably gonna be autocracies mainly. Starting with Iran. How do you do it? Ukraine got tagged, and Turkey just lost every single alliance. That's just like a lull. I mean, that's a good alliance to take. Considering the circumstances, that's a good alliance to take. Oh, Russia, you're gonna lose everything here. I'm gonna ally with you. Okay, still working on GDP per capita here. And not much going on. Haven't had the opportunity to attack, which is just disappointing. We might have our opportunity to attack soon. Pakistan's going ham. And we'll have to run 15s for the time being. 29-1. Okay, we finally have an opportunity to attack Kenya. Kenya is giving us our first opportunity to attack. Which will allow us to get into Uganda and all this other stuff just to increase our population a bit. Philippines starts with a lot of reservists, so I don't know what happened, how we go down to just few reservists, but we're fine. Down to 2.98. So even though we're only making 135, we can possibly go up to 23 reservists. Can we do 23 commandos and 23 gunners along with it? Yes, we can. Yeah. In general, more land is probably better. So, Australia's a good target. Madagascar looks like a juicy target. Let's continue playing the alliance game. How much is China? too much. I think Belarus is right there. Right, that's a quickie. $10.01 for whatever. Ukraine's making a comeback. Bangladesh is still around. We'll just ally with you. Malaysia, you're still around. I don't think we can do that much right now. Mozambique's making a comeback, so I think we'll just try and attack it. Or at least East Timor. Which allows us to break into Malawi if desired. But yeah, lowering this GDP per capita, lowering the amount of troops that we're putting into this shit. Lower GDP per capita should be good, but we didn't get enough to, like, dent troop costs, and we've killed our exchange rate. China getting aggressive. Ugh. This thing sucks. Because we're not building the reserves at the rate we want to build them at. We've got that done at least. Ethiopia, autocratic. I think you gotta try. If we miss another one because of this shit though. Okay, we got some of Ethiopia there. Great. We effectively have to reduce to 15s though. Just in order to make some money. It sucks. It does look like China's going to war, just trying everything to reduce their troops. USA is the one that is going to be the giant army to beat. Alright, looking at our alliance treaties, I think we're good. China's right there, so we'll just do China. Especially with your number of troops, we have to ally with it. Okay, so 12 for international aid here. China doing everything in its power to, like, throw the game. And they can't get rid of their shit. Take care of that, and then take care of this. And we're taking care of whatever we can. 276, 219. So at this point, I think we can go back to a 23, at least on reservists. Do we take out St. Kitts here? I think the answer is yes. Then we'll also take out Botswana here. Great. So we're going at 3.03 here. We need blind nationalism, we need natalism, and we need our first tick of innovative spirit. So, given how the AI tends to just mass democracy, you are basically forced to run democracy if you want a chance to not have to deal with ganged up out, the world ganging up on you. You can't run fascism, you can't run communism, you have to run high political freedom. So basically democracy, maybe low bonus autocracy. It's like New Zealand is, even though New Zealand is building troops, they did not make enough allies, so now they're totally fucked here. We'll re-up with China again, just because largest military. Try for Sudan? Damn, we're gonna get cut, so don't even try for Sudan. Mexico is weak. So, like, international standing, it doesn't know. What's ending up happening is that if you run low political freedom, you're gonna get the world against you. If you run high enough political freedom, you're not gonna necessarily spam everyone against you. Another one. Taking out Mexico here. Or at least trying to. I think we're down to infantry only now. And there we go. Mexico down? No. Mexico still has these small ass fuck islands. Mexico down. It took us basically our entire military to do, though. Thankfully, we're still allied with China, but that alliance is not going to help that much, right? So now we get to wait. Hopefully our reservists can hold our territory while we build a new line of infantry. And at this rate, we may have to go down to 6%, a long way of increasing social spending. let's go down to 6% anyway, because we're already close to the point where we should have done that a long time ago. Now we're growing at 2.85. Alright, now we pause. 311. Is there a boost here? The boost is 0.31 population growth at the expense of 0.7. I don't think that's worth it right now. There we go. We're going faster in the world, at least, so there's that. And that's before we start even doing any sort of economic research. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna let it go. We're just gonna simulate this. Try and win economically. The revolts seem to be done, so... no real reason to like not push. 139, 131. Like you're just stuck. Right? If everyone starts pushing GDP or economy, like look at this, 99, 99, 99. Like, ugh. Invading this, it would be a nightmare. It's like even China. Invading anything's a nightmare right now. But hey, during recessions we hold up a lot better. UK's gotten weak. Now how strong is UK's economy? Not very strong. So when the world's really growing, the AI like really win. When the world's sucking like this, when the world's sucky, we start to make up our ground. $274,262. We're down to 8709, so we're gonna need to do an attack at some point. Russia's starting to get super aggressive, like super aggro. We need to get ready. Is it all reservists? Their reservists should be like 70 mil. Yeah, 70 mil reservists. I think we had the overwhelming force to beat them. So we try it. Alright, now we can go to the split attacks. There we go. Now America's at 39. We did not gain much from this other than extra land for population per sake. Like, I'm hoping I can start running 23s. 9-7. Finally can run some 23s. Is it too late? USA is so close to winning here, so is it too late? Currently running some 23s. It's not too late yet. But we desperately need some extra troops, though. So we desperately need to get Sovereign Wealth Fund fired up. Alright, now at 15%, we're sacrificing 0.6 for 0.2. Yeah, that's still not worth it. French under attack. You gotta go. Yeah, you go for this. There's a little risk because you're a democracy. Like, why wouldn't you go for this? Like, did the AI bust or something? Alright, 936, 4275. It's costing too much. And then Israel's a 0-0, so we can finish him off here. Alright. Now the question is, can we grow fast enough? Our exchange rate is absolute trash. Just gonna say that right now. Our exchange rate is just garbage. You're only reservists, but you're also not growing fast enough relative to me. I'm fine right now. As long as you're not growing, I'm fine. I actually think we can be aggressive, we can be super aggressive just to get into Italy here, or France here. And everyone goes home. And then we finish off Italy, or Israel. Okay, we're good on that front. This is a good 10 mil per tick. We're 15 mil per tick now, so we're 5 mil behind. Now they have significant allies, so this is our problem. In order to win, we have to beat USA. Now, what is known is no one's going to help us beat USA in general. Absolutely no one's going to help us try and beat USA. We know this from prior behavior, at least on dispatch. So because of prior behavior on dispatch, we know that we have to do it ourselves. We cannot hope. So like if it gets towards 97, I'm gonna make the charge. 96. Still approaching. 96.25. They've decided to throw a bit again, so we are still trying to get our economy rolling. Yeah, we hold up a lot better during downtime, but where we lose is during the uptime. Slovakia. I think we just gotta deal with that. Fully dealt with. Remittance going up. Yeah, we win a lot during downtime because we're not too worried about our allies. Now, are we still on 0? Okay, we had to consider going higher. Especially if we start going for population. No, we'll leave it at 0 for now. We'll just save the research that we would normally use elsewhere. So we'll go smart taxation immediately. And then it's time for 33 ones. It's 60 mil extra. 70 mil extra. Keep it on 33. USA isn't growing fast enough now, so to warrant anything. I think we now go for the welfare state. Because we're gonna need the population here. I think welfare state's warranted, just to try and reduce the amount of time we are wasting on this shit. USA's at 90%, so but they have flatlined, so they have decided to not really chase. And knowing that we're a democracy, if US loses significant allies. Okay, so what is the comp of the United States? All reservists. So if we were to fight the United States, it has to be off cap. And they're losing military fast. $431, $604. I would say we're pretty vulnerable here. We're pretty vulnerable to a US win. US has went back to pushing economy, and as a result, we may have to go for it soon. 36.5, 36.5. There. Now it's 1G, but we're making 5. Oh. Yeah. This is really dangerously close. Honestly, I think we make our move now. We have to destroy the reservists somehow, so we're gonna make our move in Alaska. Have to slowly destroy our reservists. And that's what we're doing. Slowly destroy the reservists. God, they've gotten really, really expensive, though. Like, we're making... This is very vulnerable for us. Do we go back to straight up flat 24s? I think the answer is yes. We go back to the 24s because we are not going to be able to handle this. we need to get USA completely here. And that's what we're working on. We have plenty of reservists to hold what we want. We just need USA, honestly. Alright, we're running 991, 997 because we took most of USA, so we can safely now run to 36.5s. Because now we're in the big boy economy. 36.5, 36.5, and 36.5. So we can safely run this. Now my question becomes, where does this, like, let's just say I run 10 and 20. 10 and 20 approximately. I'll end up with similar piercing. So is my meta probably 40 here? And then 40 here. Yeah, I think you end up with too many. So let's increase you to 40. Because now you can clearly afford it. 50 actually. We're gonna end up with excessive defense here. We can do propaganda. Now we send it. Yeah, this isn't enough. So we can't run the tanks, so we have to remove the tanks again. As a result, maybe we go war propaganda. Maybe we go well, we don't want to go communism because then they're just gonna get the allies up like crazy. So that's clearly not the solution you want to go for. Brazil's actually very close to winning, or gonna keep us from winning as it stands, but what I want to do, play it safe, play it cool. Alright, we're gonna lose all the rest of our tanks here, which is fine. I'm okay losing some more tanks. In return, getting urban areas of the United States. My question is, will conscription come into play? Not really. So maybe it's not worth it to go conscription unless you're gonna go, like, straight up democracy or whatever. Like, 50 seems ideal for us. If we were in 50, but we can't afford that right now. We would need, like, an extra 30G, which means you need 3T. Can we at least go 40? 60G, so we'd still need 30T, which is 3T. We don't have 3T. Therefore, we just go flat out military police. Oh, that was the wrong thing. We should have gone National Guard. Whatever. Shit happens. Military police does lower how much we are losing, though, so that's fine. Okay, now we need to finish Art of War, and then we need to lower everything. Honestly, let's go to India. You have no allies. Like, maybe we can make it work. You know how it works. You just keep pushing onto this urban area. We all know how this works. You push onto the urban area and then you're good. Alright. We need to develop Art of War so that we can take land a little bit faster. We're having trouble with speed of land capture. We're also at 74G, 72G, so we can't like lollygag anymore. We may have to reduce our R&D to 0. But my god, this is taking a lot longer than I'd like, all because I'm being extra careful. So now we have an extra safe estimate is 88 or 80G. So that's why we're able to hold it, but we're no longer at the point where this is gonna work. We need more people. We don't have more people. Then we just spread and go into India again. Try and take as much of it as we can. Ah, fuck. We don't have the money for this. World is in recession. So we'll leave it as is. Hopefully we can get out of it. And let's go 0 R&D. Force the world to start coming after me. Which they're not, obviously. I have way too many reservists now. And I'm growing fast enough that it doesn't matter. So Brazil's really close. It's all reservists, basically. How do we win this game? I don't know. We're not growing fast enough right now, though. I think if we continue into Pakistan, that might be the play. Because Pakistan doesn't have any allies. There we go, slow and steady. This did take forever. I'm gonna say that right now. This took forever. This was probably not worth playing out. It took forever in terms of in-game time. It was definitely not the way I want to play this game. I want to play this a little bit faster than this. But it is what it is. This is the game we have, and this is the game we play. This is the current version of the game, and that's what we got. Okay, it's now a 72T. Like, quite literally, the world hates us. So, like, eventually, we're gonna get targeted hard. So like, even though we have all these reservists, we're gonna start getting targeted hard. We have to go for the rest of India here. Have to try and grab what we can here. Because if we don't, we lose. Like that's now 1 T we can add. And we're only spending G's. We can safely add 1 T. At this point, we can definitely go all tank. We can definitely go with the tanks. God. All that spam again. Thankfully, I already have most of the world, but... Good grief, guys. At this point, diplomatic, military service isn't worth it, and liberator we can just already deal with, so... At this point, we now just want to go max military service, because democratic solidarity is not going to get me any allies. We've already fucked over our alliances, so... Like, our best ally is Chile. So, 2T, safely able to make 1.8T. We're still safe. And at some point we're attacking Brazil with this stack. It is a low Pierce stack, but it's enough to deal with Brazil. At least I think it is. Now in recession. And now back in regular old stuff. 2T, but very dangerously off. So at this point, I think we spread, because it's just reservists. There we go. GG's. That took forever. I'm not even sure I want to post that run. Okay, we post that run anyway, because we are the first person to break 10,000 points in single player in the Dummynation new update. I guarantee you this is a terrible time. Yeah, this is a terrible time, relatively speaking. Like, if I go to the platform, I don't think it improved anything. It did not improve anything for me. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway, like, share, subscribe if you like the content, ring the bell for notifications, become a member to see this video multiple days in advance, just because I'm out of town this weekend, and leave any suggestions in the comment section below. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.